Hey, what's happening YouTube? It's Richard, founder of Short-Term Rental University and Airbnb Superhost. And here I am on the cliffs of Kauai. The swell is coming in. There's supposed to be some epic surf. I'm not quite good enough, but I still love looking at it and I wanted to share it with you. And the purpose of today's video is the single biggest word that you need to master for 2020 success on short-term rentals, Airbnb, Booking.com, VRBO, and so on. The single most important and friendly word you have in your arsenal is no. So what do I mean by that? You know, yes is my favorite word. I say yes to everything. I jump up and down for yes. I'm all about yes. Just saying yes scientifically is proven to change your state and your affect and your mood and so on. So why is no our key word for 2020 as a host? And it's pretty straightforward. You know, Airbnb, the platform, and VRBO and home sharing and all of this is growing really quickly, exponentially quickly. But here's the thing, it's not only growing with great guests or with great hosts. The law of large numbers means that it's attracting everybody. And many of these guests and many of these hosts really shouldn't be on the platform. The platform is really about community, bringing like-minded people together that share similar things about life and thoughts and beliefs and, you know, ethics and morals and hobbies and so on, right? It's all about community building. But when you start to include everybody, there's some people that don't really know how to play nice in the sandbox. And so since we know that, since we know we're growing really quickly, and we know there's a lot of people coming to the platform that haven't been, you know, maybe on Airbnb before or have very few reviews or very low ratings, then I don't want you to be desperate for the revenue, right? Stay in charge of yourself, stay in charge of your state of mind, and do what's right for you for the long term. And what do I mean by that? Well, let's just say that you take a chance and your gut tells you there's something weird here, there's no reviews, they joined several years ago, maybe they're local in your community, so they're coming from one location in your city to another, just something about it doesn't quite feel right. Well, I'm going to encourage you to keep an open mind and reach out to them for more information. I like to ask questions like, what brings you to, this location? Or I see you've never been on Airbnb before. Why is this your first time? Or can you tell me more about the guests that are coming with you? I see that it's a party of 6. Who are you? Tell me a little bit about what you do professionally. Whatever your line of questions are, I encourage you to inquire, keep an open mind, be positive, be optimistic, but not desperate. And here's the thing, if you get answers that are dissatisfactory, meaning they don't really move the needle and you're not really sure that that's what makes sense or your gut's still wrong, go ahead and say no or ask a follow-up question. And if you don't get an answer, definitely do not accept that reservation. Recognize this, we're all doing this for business and we get a lot of excitement and energy out of being great hosts, so we like to say yes. But if you've got people that are coming and your stomach and your gut are telling you that this may not be a good fit and they're not giving you great answers or they're giving you circuitous answers and they don't make a lot of sense or they don't respond at all, it's likely a bad fit. And so I want you to go ahead and turn down that reservation, free up your calendar by being open and available for somebody else. There's so much demand, there's a good chance that somebody else is going to come in over the top and take that booking slot. And if they don't, well then it's vacant and there's no wear and tear and there's no damage. But I can tell you from firsthand experience, nothing is more deflating, defeating, discouraging, negative than somebody coming in and trashing your home. That's really hard to recover from. That's really painful. That's really embarrassing. You're on the phone with Airbnb trying to collect on the insurance and they're asking you for, receipts for furniture that you may have purchased 5 years ago or 10 years ago and you probably don't have it. And so rather than go through all that or just cross your fingers and hope is not a strategy, friends. So I want you to use the word no intelligently. I want you to use it as often as necessary. I want you to give yourself permission to turn down income. I want you to say, I'm in this for the long term. This is a business. I don't need to make all my money in this particular month. What I do need is a very long runway. I need to stay engaged and focused and successful and profitable for a long period of time, and attracting the right people at the right price for the right reasons and building that community is that long runway. So exercise saying no. You've seen me go yes, 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 and I'm all for that. But when somebody doesn't really fit my criteria, I am not desperate for the income and I turn them down. I try to play nice initially, but if they don't really respond and I'm not getting exactly the kind of comfort level that I require, then no is my favorite friend. No. Practice it. No. Practice it one more time. No. I'm getting choked up. I can't even say it because I'm so much more about the yes. But I want you to have that tool in your belt, in your arsenal, that quiver, so that when it comes, and it will happen to you, it happens to us all the time. We're constantly getting new people that are coming to the Airbnb platform. They want to stay with us, and that's totally cool. We were all new once. We were all virgins once. So give them the benefit of the doubt, but ask your specific questions. Give yourself the opportunity to get comfortable. And if you don't get comfortable, then no. All right, friends, let me know, comment below, how many people have you turned down? And just realize, like, a little bit of income lost versus your place destroyed or damaged, that's a small price to pay. So comment below with your horror stories or the number of no's that you've said, or how you ask the right questions. Again, the more we share in our community, the more we all grow, and we elevate the entire platform, bringing better hosts and better guests here, which is the whole purpose of this YouTube channel. So I hope you've really liked this video. If so, show some love, like the video, and as always, subscribe to the channel, friends. Now back to yes, yes, yes. Thank you. Friends, I hope you found this video helpful. YouTube has been such a blessing for me because it's allowed me to educate and inspire hundreds of thousands of short-term rental hosts just like you. If you haven't noticed, I have hundreds of videos on my YouTube channel teaching Airbnb hosts a plethora of do's and don'ts. But when you're just starting out, it can be extremely overwhelming. You're probably thinking, what exactly do I do? Or like, where do I start? Well, if that's the case, I have a shortcut for you, and it's a sweet deal. For a very limited time, I'm giving away free access to an exclusive training video where I teach you the most important part of running any Airbnb business, no matter how big or small. The things you'll learn in this training are not available on my YouTube channel. In fact, it's a critical segment of my flagship course that sells for over $2,000. So if you want exclusive access to this training today, so you can block out the noise and get clear on what's the most important for you in your Airbnb business, then click on the button on this video, or visit str.university/training. Again, that's str.university/training. Remember, this is a part of my flagship $2,000 course, and it won't be available for much longer. Simply click the button below to claim it for free right now.